Seeing Zekken in this episode made me really think that this could possibly be one of the most coolest Sword Art Online the arcs that we're going to have. I mean, after Gun Girl Online, after the little short Caliber arc that we had, hopefully the Mother Rosario arc is going to be awesome, and I can't wait to see that they actually bring in a little bit of more depth and more some personal thoughts, things that we've seen with Sword Art Online, especially with Asuna. So it pretty much opens at the start of this episode that we find out more about Asuna's family, and it seems like her fucking piece of shit mother, which strangely enough, she looks a lot like the mom from Sakureya. And she's pretty much controlling her life, saying, you know, you're going to go to this school and all that. You know, she thinks like Asuna's like messed up because she was like, oh, in that gang for 2 years, murdering people like that. And it was like, she really treats them shit. And it showed that as well, that her father was actually the one that arranged the marriage with that fucker from Alpine that pretty much captured her and all that and fucked everything up. And she just wants to have a normal life and all that. She's like, I don't know, her mom thinks like maybe she's broken or something, like, and she's just trying to control, saying, oh, you need to marry to a rich, successful man and stuff like that, you know, go to this guy at the bank. And it's just like, I really hate that about her mother, and I just like how Asuna was talking back. It wasn't just, oh yes mom, yes like mother, like that. It was like, no, fuck you, I want this in my life and all that. I want a boy. And it's like, oh yeah, you can have anyone acceptable, but it was pretty much saying, no, you can't have Kirito though. Kirito is like not real love and all that. It's like, oh, he's like a scumbag and stuff like that. It's like, fuck you, like, fuck you, piece of shit, bitch. Like, what do you know? I just love at the end, it's like, you must hate yourself for like my grandfather and my grandfather died because, you know, they weren't rich or anything like that. And, you know, it's like, you fucking worthless whore. She really annoyed me. And I can see why it's called Mother's Rosario. You know, it's going to be focusing a lot on Asuna with her mother, and also as well, probably going to go through, she's probably going to learn a few things from Zekken from this arc, and then it's going to incorporate into her real life and stuff like that. But when we see like Zekken in this actual episode as well, like, my god, Zekken, and one thing is which the opening pretty much spoiled and all that, and I kind of got spoiled itself, that Zekken is a girl, and she is beastly as hell. She's powerful. She was literally going in and say like, and I love her voice actress as well. That's just one thing to say. She's like, oh, let's go, okay, like that. It's just such an awesome voice actress. It's like, and she's just going in fighting against Asuna, and it was just like an amazing fight. Like, I will say to this episode though, up until the fight started, everything was just like still frames. It's just like, oh, we're just looking at them at a dining like table like that. And then we saw this part of the episode, and it was awesome. We just saw going in, fighting left and right. Like, Asuna was showing all like all her sword skills and that, and like Zekken was like using the 11-hit combo. Like, it was an awesome fight. This is where they put all the animation in this episode, and it looked absolutely amazing. And it was like, I don't know what happened, because like Zekken let her win and saying, okay, you're good enough, and she goes into the air and saying, please, we need your help. So it leaves some interesting questions like, what's going to happen with this arc right now? Like, why is like only Asuna being helped? Because I'm pretty sure like she was a little bit annoyed because she thought like Kirito like went easy on her because she was a girl. It's like, no, generally she's strong and stuff like that. And I like that Asuna was like doing that. Like, it was just this pure ground battle. It didn't have to be in the air or anything like that. And I like that. That felt like old SAO. I kind of didn't like when they sort of incorporated all the, like, the flying and stuff. But yeah, have that somewhere, little bits if you have like special avatar things to ride on or something like that, like a dragon. But it's like, yeah, I don't really care for the air battles, and I think this is what's awesome about it. It was just pure fighting, no magic and all that. And I did like that, like Zekken was sort of stuff like, oh yeah, you can use magic, you can use items as well, but I'm just gonna be using this sword here. And I was like, this was an awesome fight, and pretty much Zekken won it. And it was like, oh, but we're just gonna end it off in a tie. And yeah, overall, I really did think this episode was really good. Has some really great stuff to it. I think the best part of this episode definitely was the fight and all that. And it was a question at the end, why would they want Asuna to help? And it's like, the next episode is being called like Sleeping Nights. And from what we see from like the opening, because the opening changed again, it seems like we're getting a lot of new characters. Maybe that's like the Sleeping Nights or something like that. Maybe that's like a guild or something like that. Who knows? But it's like leaving a big question in this episode. But other than that, I really did enjoy this episode. I think this one deserves like an 8 or a 7.5. It was a really good one. Yeah, the slow parts of it was like, yeah, like that, but it was like, I really did generally enjoy the parts that we did get into, and it left a lot of depth and personal, I could actually, you know, get into, I could actually feel for Asuna now, because for the past 2 seasons, we didn't really know anything about her. But other than that, yeah, I really did enjoy this episode. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Been checking out the light novels recently, and yeah, I'm already into like the first one. They're pretty enjoyable. I'll let you know more once I like pretty much get more into these, but yeah, they're pretty awesome and all that, and you know, hopefully maybe I might own this part of the series in light novel form, hopefully sometime soon. But that's all for me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys